What's good, everybody? This your boy D Money, and we on another episode of Drip Talk. And what we're gonna get into on this episode is how to get into the fashion industry business. I'm gonna tell you, how I got into it, give you my story first and foremost. But what we like to do here on Drip Talk is give you everything you need about fashion, whether it be how to build your own style, the business of fashion, the industry, and more. So make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure you stay tuned through this commercial break, and we'll be right back. All right, y'all, so we back with it. So how I got into the fashion industry primarily was, through James Baldwin, just getting my start in a tailor shop back in 2011. But my inspiration in fashion started when I was a kid, when my mom, she became the biggest influence for me because she loved music, mainly soul, R&B, Mike Jack and hip hop. So, she was heavy in the pop culture, realm of things, and always, kept me up to date with, black excellence, what they call black excellence anyway, black history and things of that sort, and even pop culture. And, at times she really went all out and made sure that me and my sister, understood the importance of looking good. So, to get back into how I got into the game, James Baldwin, he gave me my start back in 2011, just interning with him, for a 4-month span until he found out, I was smoking weed, of course, apart, from our agreement between him and my family and myself. But he gave me, the freedom to create, the different designs, pieces on the spot for his clients, and I designed everything right on the spot with each client, giving them, detailed input on what they would want on, their garments. Primarily, I came in during the prom season, so that was a lot of my, clientele at the time. I was designing, those prom dresses, even the tuxedos for the young males as well too. But I did do, some velour sweatsuits, even did a couple of tailored suits for, some of his clientele as well too. Even, some regular, jumpsuits, jeans, different stuff like that. He mainly, just taught me the business side of things, how to look for things as far as, doing the research behind, the business and the industry, details of, how things are produced, ways to create a, lasting business, and how to understand the fabrics, materials. He took me through each step, to understanding the different thread counts for the fabrics and materials that are available to us, to create, these different garments that, we wear today, and, how to use them properly. So, it definitely was an experience that he took me through in order to get me to, the point where I am at today. Because, I had to teach myself from that point on, because he didn't really teach me how to design. He just taught me how to build from just designing. So
I would suggest not going into stores. You see, if you make it for $5, you sell it to the store at $10 and they sell it for $20. But if you're selling direct, you make it for $5, you sell it directly for $20. If the store sells it, you don't know who bought it. But if you sell it direct, you know who bought it. So there's only 3 ways to deal with a customer. You find a new one, you upsell a current one, or you make one buy more frequently. Right? You want to supersize everybody's fries, right? And the way to do that is having this communication of growing a community like you're doing already. I would say stay away from stores at the moment.
Okay.
And keep shipping directly, and that's the best way to see
how to build from just designing. So he helped me on the business side of things more so than anything. I understood the industry. I already had the talent as far as designing, which you can tap into one of my latest interviews with Cass Lavalier, where I talk about my experience there. But how to get into the fashion game, there's multiple ways. You can intern with a tailor, or somebody that already owns a business, whether it be a small fashion brand, or medium size, or large corporation. Just putting yourself out there, understanding how to write, I guess you could say, a letter, a cover letter for yourself in order to, get yourself in the door, because you really don't need a resume in order to get into the industry. You do want to do some things for different people within the industry in order to build your resume. So that way, when you go in for, internship interviews or apprenticeship interviews, you do get the proper, respect when you go in there. But, how I focused in after that experience, because my sister will tell you, even on the interview that I mentioned, I've been in different doors like Nike, Reebok, I also had, worked with small businesses through 2015 and through 2018, just doing, small stuff, designing clothes for, their brand for kids, primarily with Quick Feet. I did that, through 2016 through 2018. But yeah, man, primarily, you can go in through, a company, or, you can start everything yourself. I presume you should start everything yourself just because you have more creative control. You'll get more credit for your work just because you'll have to do everything yourself. When you are working with somebody else, they will teach you the game. If you are around good people, they also will show you how to, do things in detail, how to actually look at the small details and even the bigger picture better than, what you see it as now. And also, it's just a product of, putting forth the effort, doing the research, finding the things that you need in order to, get to where you need to be. So keep visualizing your purpose, make sure that you like and subscribe, and, all it takes is a solid plan, strategize and research, and execution. You can get all your dreams and goals, I promise you. Keep visualizing, I'm out.